So we better wrap up. But to quickly do what to watch next, Graeme.
Oh, yeah?
A few.
I watched a few movies this week.
Yeah.
Molly's Game.
Oh, yeah. I'd seen it before. Did you enjoy it?
I'm going through a lot of poker at the minute. So
well, that's good for that.
Playing a lot of it, and my phone knows I've been playing it, so it's been sending me lots of videos and people playing poker.
It's funny. Are you getting any better? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I won €70 the other
What?
night. Yeah, which was great.
Did you take it from your friends? Is it all
Yeah.
sweeter because
Yeah,
you're taking their money?
It's really beautiful. You can really gloat in it, like, you know. I think one of the lads won about €40 on one of the games. And then I ended up winning it all off him over the next 2 games.
That's nothing to be sniffed at in a friendly game. What is anteing in there? 10 cents, a euro.
And I sent him
a
a picture of all the booze I was buying with their winnings.
What's the antes? What do you?
It's just €5 a game. So there's like 9 of us playing.
So you put €5 in, and then you 10
revolute
cents
each other the money when you win.
But what do you do per like hand or whatever?
Oh, it's not per hand. You're given a 100,000 stack.
Oh, so that's
so whenever all your stack is got exactly,
that's
it's like your,
okay.
It's like your Bitcoin or your non-tangible funds, non-fungible tokens.
But non-tangible funds is also
that's the next big thing.
Yeah, you should get that non-tangible funds.
But Molly's Game is a good movie.
You enjoyed it? Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Yes, but probably because I'm mad for poker at the minute.
It's good pokery stuff.
I like some of the.
Apparently it's a true story as well.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And apparently the scuttlebutt is, do you know the guy, is it Michael Cera is in it?
Yeah.
The guy he plays kind of asshole.
He plays an actor or something.
Apparently in real life it was Tobey Maguire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently he's not the friendliest guy in the world in real life.
Ruin people's lives.
He's a rich guy who likes to ruin people's lives.
Wow. Apparently, allegedly.
Yes. Don't come for us, Toby. But yeah.
Wow.
There you go. So anyone can watch that now and go, "Oh, look at this."
Good movie. And another surprising one, which I wasn't expecting much from, but somebody recommended it, so I said I'd watch it, was Bad Trip.
Oh, yeah. I watched that as well.
It was
my sister
very funny.
It's very funny. It's
like they're doing hoaxes or basically has a story going through it.
It's like a prank movie.
A prank movie with a narrative.
A plot. Yeah, it's what's his name again? Eric Andre.
Yeah.
He was like a hipstery kind of culty comedian. He has his own show and stuff, and he's very
funny.
Pushes the boundaries a lot. But yeah, it is I did the same. I watched it. So when my sister recommended to me and said the same thing. And it's a lot of the guys who made the Jackass stuff, I think, helped produce it. Mm-hmm. And they did like Bad Grandpa movies and stuff like that. So it's kind of similar. But no, it's very funny. And like all hidden camera stuff, it's sort of, some of it works better than others, and some of it goes a bit too far, maybe, and some of it comes back. But no, I thought it was really funny. You definitely get a good few chuckles, and nice and short and well made. And the thing I liked about it the most was because it's in contrast to like the way Borat went and stuff like that, where he kind of became kind of a jerk, and his whole thing was like making people look like idiots and trying to get people to say stupid things or like edit it to make them look terrible so that the joke was on the people. This was very much the other way around, that they were the butt of all the jokes, and you realised all the people were quite nice, and they kind of made people look good, and it was quite hearty and uplifting in a weird way, even though it was kind of lots of gross out humour. But
some of the stunts were elaborate as well, like
huge setups. No, they did it really well. That was very enjoyable. That was definitely worth a laugh. I like that. What did I have? I had one film called The Kid Detective, which was, it's like a guy, Adam Brody I think his name is, who was from the OC. Do you remember the OC?
I don't.
Years ago, it was like, but you remember what it like?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
He was like the darker guy, the not the main guy. Those were the days, and the OC was all you had to worry about, huh? Whether you watch the OC or not. But he was in it. He's the main guy in this. It's a small film, kind of indie comedy, I guess, with sort of a thriller. It's basically a guy who was, when he was young in his town, he was like one of these like child detectives, almost like Hardy Boys' Famous Five kind of thing, like solving like little mysteries and stuff like that. And he was famous in his town. But then it cuts to like when he's in his 30s now, and it's all gone wrong, and he's sort of like a deadbeat dropout, and his life never went anywhere, and no one takes him serious anymore, and he's kind of living off the glory days of when he was this sort of child detective. And then he gets an actual case that's like quite serious, and it's sort of like a private eye movie. Do you know one of those things of like kind of almost like
What's it on? Did you watch it on?
I watched it on the internet. It was
I'll get on that one.
It's good. It's good. It's kind of black comedy, and then it gets quite dark at the end. But it's good. But it's well made, and it's funny. There was one like it before with Donald Glover was in. He was in like a little comedy group. I think it was called. What was it called? They were called like Mystery Train or something. They had the same thing. I can't remember the name of the film now, but it was like 3 of them, and they were like silly child detectives who were too old to be doing it, and then they were like meeting the kind of nasty real world, and that was like the kind of confluence of it.
So Kid Detective.
The Kid Detective.
I'll get on that
enjoy
one.
It. And then another one called The Climb, which kind of isn't what it sounds like. This is
so it's not about comedy. Climbing mountains.
No, it's climbing a thing on a bike. So and that's only kind of at the start. It's basically 2 friends. It's again kind of a comedy dramedy thing. No, very funny though. But it's about like 2 friends, and it's kind of across like a decade of their life kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So they're the usual thing of like one's kind of a asshole and one's kind of a grumpy asshole, one's kind of a pleasant dope, and they're kind of just their trials and tribulations, and it kind of goes to. But the kind of gimmick of it is it's like little chapters. It kind of keeps cutting to different points in their life, and it has a scene, but the scene's all shot in like one take, and it's this big long elaborate one take.
Okay.
And then it'll kind of end and go to the next one, and you kind of pick up what's happened and stuff like that. So it's very good though, and the guys who were in it kind of made it as well, so it's very funny. Underseen. I think you would like it. The Climb.
Get on that too.
You should get on it too. And then one I really want to recommend as well that was really good was a TV show, which I haven't done in a while, called Ted Lasso or Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
I don't know, like you lasso things.
Like a lasso.
Exactly. Which should have been kind of silly, but actually turned out to be really good. It was based off. They did this sketch. It's a guy, Jason Sudeikis, or I don't know how to say his name.
Yes.
On Saturday Night Live and was in kind of stuff. Who kind of famous for playing kind of jerky roles. But this is the thing. They did a weird thing years ago when NBC in America was going to start showing Premiership football games.
Okay.
They did this like promo skit of a joke of like an American football coach going to coach soccer and being a real like clueless American. He kind of played this part, and it was just for little skits, like promo things. But now they're after like developing that into a whole like sitcom, and it's really good. So it's about an American football coach who comes and gets put in charge of like a football team here, a soccer team, and coaches it. And I won't say too much because the kind of plot sets it up at the start, but he's actually really nice. That's the thing, like everyone's kind of against him and everything thinks it's stupid obviously because it's such a ludicrous thing to do, but he's like one of these really like positive, really friendly, nice guys and kind of keeps winning everyone over. So it's like one of these rare comedies that actually works, that it's like actually heartwarming and quite nice and positive. So I'd really recommend it. It's very funny, and it's also very enjoyable, and it's kind of like a mix between like the American Office and like Friday Night Lights or something.
They're like half-hour long things, are they?
Yeah, half hours, perfect little sitcom format, very sharp, well written.
Okay.
Filmed all in England, but with a few American actors, and very enjoyable. I recommend it if you're looking for something nice to watch.
WhatsApp all these to me.
I will.
So
that's what I need to say as well. We have started a little Twitter account. Called What to Watch Next. So any recommendations we do, you put them on there, so they're all listed, so that then people can follow and get what they want to watch next.
Oh yeah.
Handy, you can scroll back through and keep them all in one place, so that you remember. Because that's the annoying thing now. That's all everyone wants to know is what's good and what's not, and then everyone forgets what everyone recommends. So we now have it all in one place.
We're going to start the Honour now. Your Honour.
Your Honour.
We're going to start that.
Oh yeah.
This week, I think.
Oh, the Bryan Cranston killer one.
Everybody's going on about that, so I got to get on it. So I can talk to people about it.
So I have something to say to my friends anymore. About
have you seen Your Honour?
Have you seen?
Yes,
it's really good.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Tune in next week. It's been great. It's been beautiful.
A man for himself.
A man for himself. Adieu.
Bye bye. The Graeme and Joe Show.
That's good. That's probably a good